buddy. How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
I'm great, thanks. Hey, that's a fancy shirt you're wearing. What's that about?
Well, you know, be your biggest fan. Does anyone know about that? Yeah. Well, for everyone that doesn't know about it, I'm gonna wait till we get Gaten in here.
Who?
Gaten Matarazzo.
Oh, is that for the other seat?
Huh? Yes, it's for the other
You're feeling lonely.
Yes, I'm feeling a little lonely right now.
Well, can we bring someone else out? Is that okay, everyone? Just checking. Warm welcome, Gaten Matarazzo.
Hi. How's everyone doing? Cool.
I'll pour that for you. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
That's what I get paid to do. Amongst other things.
Just make your job easy.
Other things. Yeah, just making my job easy. We have a couple of my guys in the audience because we have 2,000 of your closest fans ready to welcome you to DragonCon. Hi, fans. You, sir, in the hat, are you one of my microphone extraordinaire? What is your name?
My name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing, partner?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, you know, I've got some new friends. I'm feeling pretty good about things.
Good.
Yeah. Do we have another mic on this side? Or is it all going to be you, Joe?
I have a mic right here. What do we want?
Haley, I
I'm
can't
just
see
the voice
you.
in the ceiling as I'm walking. I'm walking.
She's walking. Oh, there she is. So, like,
And don't tell me to stand up. I know I'm short.
I know it's like I can't see her.
Both of them are taller than me. Hush. I don't want to talk about it.
So Joe and Lee are going to be our mic people. Everyone, so if you have questions, and I challenge you this. Come up with something super cool that's not Stranger Things related, and I'll have a super cool something for you.
Oh, wow.
Can we take that
We
challenge?
need 3 for each of us. 3 questions that have nothing to do with Stranger Things.
I dare you. I double DragonCon dare you.
Ooh, DragonCon.
Please don't put your tongue on a cold pole. That's a bad idea. All right, so here's our first question. Come on up here.
Yeah, first question. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome. Let's do it.
Hey guys, Sean, I'm a big fan of yours. This question is actually for my niece, Caitlin Purse, who is in Boston and very upset she can't be here with you. She wants to know if your character...
I don't think it's like that, guys. I think it's probably just like she's in Boston. Well, that's what we thought it was.
Her aunt didn't bring her down.
Yeah. That's very true.
She would like to know if your characters had a theme song, what would it be?
Ooh,
Nice.
a theme song for your character.
I like that question. We never got that before. Probably some for Dustin. Probably some from the Weird Science soundtrack. Definitely something. Or Tears for Fears. I think Dustin's probably got a Tears for Fears vibe.
Shout.
Yeah, shout. It's probably shout.
Yeah. How about you, Caleb?
Don't know. I've never. Lucas. I feel it probably would have to be. Eye of the Tiger. Yeah, I think that's Lucas. Yeah, that's how he gets ready in the morning. He just plays that. He has it on repeat. And he just stops it when he goes out of the house. He just plays it over and over. It's constantly playing in his head. Yes, constantly. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. What a way to start us off. Thank you for that.
And you're a terrible aunt you didn't bring them, but, you know. I'm just saying. Here's our next question, then we'll go to
Joe?
Joe.
Oh, we're going to go for you first? Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I was wondering, since you got a lot of fame through doing Stranger Things and all that, what kind of blockbusters, like movies and theaters, that you think you'd want to do, or what are you working on right now?
Oh.
What was the last thing you said?
Outside of Stranger Things, what would you want to do, or what are you doing?
Okay. Star Wars, hit me up. What I am doing,
What I have an animated movie coming up that I will be recording in the fall. It's called Hum. I'm very excited for that.
Nice.
And I'm filming an indie movie. I'm very excited for. I can't talk much about it, but I'll be filming it in the first quarter of next year. So.
Well, I've got a few voiceovers that came out. Final Space. Also, you have Summer Camp Island. I played Ghost. I did a commercial with Migos, Finish Line. And I did an indie called. Yeah, can't say it right now.
Can't talk about
But you know what I'm saying? Just is yeah. But, yeah, guys.
It's okay to say you just have a couple of independent projects
some
coming.
stuff coming out, guys.
Stuff coming.
Which is a beautiful segue into me going back and referencing the shirt that you're wearing, because we didn't go over all of the fine details. Tell everyone about one of your other passions aside from film.
Other passions.
With your shirt and the charity award.
This is definitely it's a part of my career. So I would, because I feel like getting the platform to be able to speak out to so many people like you guys, great people. Be Your Biggest Fan is just kind of helping people to become their biggest fans, because there's a lot of people that commit suicide because they don't embrace who they are. And there's another hashtag called Embrace Your Face, but this shirt is Be Your Biggest Fan. And you know, a lot of people struggle with becoming their biggest fan because they watch on social media and how they think that like other people look better than them. My nose is too wide or too small, or my head, I need it to be shaped this way. Like, no, I just wanted to show you, like, just to love yourself, because my parents always showed me to love myself when I was younger and still now. And there is no one like you, so just rock it out and be you, because you can't change you.
Caleb, that is awesome, and I'm curious, can we give to this charity either online or here, and can we buy the shirts here too?
Yes, online. I wish I had some here, but you can get them online. Oh, wait. You can check
Model.
back.
Okay, show his back, there you go. Your biggest fan.
Hey, Gaten, do you have a charity?
I do.
Beautiful segue.
Yeah, it's a decent segue right there. It's called CCD Smiles, and it is an organization that is raising funds to help people with cleidocranial dysplasia. I am one of those people. Thankfully, I'm fortunate enough to be able to pay for all of my medical needs, my surgeries, and all of my braces and my retainers and everything that I need to get done, but a lot of times that's not the case. So we're raising funds to help people who need money to get their surgeries that they need. And another main goal of it is to educate doctors on what cleidocranial dysplasia is and how it affects the body. And there are a lot of different methods that are being used that aren't very good with treating CCD. Usually, it affects the growth of the skull and the jaw, and it affects the growth of your teeth as well. And a lot of dentists will take the baby teeth out because they won't come out on their own. Basically, everything has to be done manually, which is the hard part. But they'll take your baby teeth out, a lot of them, and just say, just wait for it. Your adult teeth are going to come in, and they never do. And I had my 4 front teeth extracted when I was 11, and I didn't get these pulled down with the braces until the beginning of this year. And I'm turning 16, so it's been a while. So it's just there to help educate as many people as we can to know what to do, how to approach situations, and to finally make people feel that they're part of a family. Because it's a 1 in a million chance of getting it, and there are a lot of different things, percentages that say that it's that are just wrong. I think now that we've brought so many people with the condition together, we are starting to realize that a lot of things that we thought were true are not. Like the amount of spontaneous cases there are, we usually think it's hereditary. For me, it was spontaneous. there's no family history of it. And when I met, there were about 120 people at the latest convention we had in Salt Lake City, where Kelly Wozniak, who's founder of the organization, that's where she lives, and we had a convention there, and there were about 120 people with the condition there, and I would say about half or more were spontaneous cases, which is a lot more than what we thought was 20%. Is now becoming to maybe more than half of the people with the condition are spontaneous cases. So there's a lot of things that we are learning that we'd like everybody to know. So.
Well, and Caleb, this is awesome. It's a great, great charity. And you've been an amazing face for this charity too. When you were cast, how did that go over with the CCD? Did I say it right?
Yeah, CCD.
Thank you.
It was actually a cool story because they were writing the scene in the schoolyard when we are getting bullied in the beginning of season 1. And they were trying to come up with realistic reasons for the kids getting bullied. And they called and they said, because I remember in the audition, I was stretching before the take, and I remember I just went,
Guys, you've seen it before.
Whoa, yeah. And I just did that, and they're like, whoa, what was that? What was that? I was like, oh, and then so I explained it to them, and then they called me up after I got the role, and they were writing the first episode, and they said, is it okay if we use this as an excuse for you to be bullied? Like, yeah. And it wasn't bad. I was like, yeah, that's fine, because it makes sense. It makes sense. A lot of kids are bullied for doing this because
Kids are mean, guys.
Kids are mean. Yeah, but
Raise your hand in the audience if you felt like you were ever bullied in school.
boom, shakalaka. That's a lot of
That's why I have to be your biggest fan, because you have those bullies, right? But then you go back home and take that anger and put it in a smile. Just be like,
Put it in a punching bag.
they're miserable, so I'm gonna be happy. You know?
There you go. Joe, what's your next question?
Hi, my name is Gabby. I
Hi,
just want
Gabby.
to say first that you guys are awesome.
Thank
I love
you.
you. And my
Love you
question
too.
is for Gaten. I know you and Finn both have bands.
Yes.
And I want to know if you guys would ever collaborate and do something together.
I sure hope so. Yeah, man. I think we're both focusing on making sure that we get a lot of our original stuff done and kind of just getting our platform secure as to the music that we're writing. Eventually, I definitely hope if Finn's down for at least like a joint like concert. Or
I spoke to him and he said no.
No, I'm joking, I don't know. That'd be cool, like have like a double concert. That would be a lot of fun, or something to collaborate on.
So Galen, what do you play?
I'm the lead singer.
Ooh!
Yeah, and I'm not talented enough to do anything else. But seriously, I mean, there's all of our guitar. Everybody in the band sings, so being the lead singer in a band where everyone sings is the lamest position in the entire band you could have. They're like, oh, yeah, good for you. You sing like everybody else who also does an instrument. That's fine.
Well, just backstage, I heard you sing a little bit, Caleb. Do you have any music passion?
Oh yeah, I mean, but, we're right now. Yeah. I grew up, dancing. I studied ballet, jazz.
What?
Tap.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, I had my little ballet tight.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I did that. I sing as well. I'm working on music right now. I'm not a band kind of guy. I'm like a singer. I'm solo artist.
Nice. Hey, we're halfway there to non-Stranger Things questions, and I'm very appreciative of these awesome conversations we're having.
This is awesome.
Sorry, I have a little pause up here.
Lee, what's your next question?
I got one right here. Here we go.
You have my sword.
He said, "You have my sword."
That's right.
He's a part of your guild. He's going to protect you.
Thank you.
There you go.
But what I really want to know, I want to get the lowdown on this. You got to listen to the question carefully now.
Okay.
What happens to all of those egos?
They are eaten halfway and then probably throw it in the garbage can.
Well, because like on set, they don't really like cook it well.
They don't cook it.
With an egg,
They don't cook it. They
even though it's
thaw it.
frozen, you have to take your time with it. You really do that in real life. You're like, all right, you have to put it in here a certain amount of time, take it out, and put butter on it, this and that.
Yeah.
Right?
They're not
Sit down.
like on set. They're not good.
Yeah.
They're literally just like, here's a frozen waffle. I'm gonna set it on a table and let it soak.
Yeah.
Dry. Eat it.
And it's cold.
It's cold and mushy, and you have to pretend to love it so much. Oh, I love these soggy waffles. Nasty. They're not even actual Eggos. These are like off-brand. They're not even real Eggos.
They just put the
I think I saw it was like off-brand whole wheat, like Eggos. I'm like, whole wheat. It's bad enough you don't cook it. Actual
They just
Eggos,
make
come
the
on.
boxes because they can't get actual Eggo boxes from the 80s, so they make them and they
Right.
put the whole wheat Waffleicious. Waffleicious.
That's not even a brand, is it? I wouldn't trust that.
Probably has some perfume on it. It probably tastes like perfume.
Why would waffles taste like
Is it Waffleicious? Sounds like a perfume company.
It sounds like a thing like you spray like over like your comforter to make it smell like waffles. Can we continue with actual conversation?
So you know that we're looking for that perfume counter at the mall that sells waffles. Joe, who do you have for a question?
Hi, I'm Adam. At the end of season 2, the door closes. Why does the creature still appear?
I think, what I think personally, this is not confirming anything, he's not denying anything. I don't know, I'm going to say something and tomorrow it's going to be on YouTube. Gaten Matarazzo confirms, I'm like, I didn't confirm anything. But,
They're up in the rafters. They're going to come.
yeah, they're going to come
if you
swoop in
can't
and
catch
kidnap
them.
me.
They will. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, I don't think it was actually the monster appearing over the school. I think it was kind of like a flash into what was happening on the opposite side. Him kind of stalking from a distance. But if you notice that at the end of season 2, when they get the piece of the mind flayer out of Will, it scatters off into the woods. And it's not by the gate. So who knows if that's going to be addressed.
That's what it was.
I mean, we know if that's going to be addressed, but you guys don't. So. We know what happens.
I'm sorry, he's got to work on an evil laugh. There you go.
You know what?
So I do want to address questions that lead into possibilities of season 3. Clearly, they're not going to be able to talk about it. So let's refrain from trying to trick them into giving up information that they're not allowed to.
You're gonna waste your question time.
Exactly.
We're not gonna say.
I just poured so much water on my leg. On my pocket where my phone is. That's awesome. It's waterproof, brother. That's great.
Welcome to Atlanta. It's just humid and wet all the time anyway. It's fine. Lee, who do you have?
I got one right here.
Hi. If you could say Barb or you could say Bob, who would you say?
You gotta say one or the other. Answer.
The morality question.
I think the last question. This is up to him.
The one that was okay, we have to break it down. We really do. Like, none of them were jerks. Okay, at any point in time. Barb definitely was bullied. Bob definitely was bullied.
One could probably get you cast in a Goonies remake or something. There's that.
That's true, but we're talking about the actual like character, not the
character. Okay.
Neither of them deserve it.
True.
Yeah, none of them. Yeah.
Two last people.
Which one had the? Oh, they both had pretty bad deaths. Dang. Well, because I didn't see it, Bob. I would be able, I saw Bob, and he was right there, yo, come on, why are you standing there? Why are you standing at the door, bro? You think we're just coming? Barb, I don't know what happened, like, she just, boop. Like, I couldn't do anything about it. Like, if Gaten was right here and he just said, boop, I couldn't do anything about it. So, I would say both of them.
Bob was more savable.
Yeah, he was. He really was. He was just like,
sorry. Uh-oh. I remember when, before season 2 came out, people were like, she's still alive. I'm like, no.
I'm like, she's dead.
I'm like, maybe. She's not. Did you see her? No one wakes up from that. That's not a nap.
There was a smell coming out of her mouth, guys.
That is death.
Her belly was open.
Slugs out of her mouth. Her eyes were like glassy. Why? Were they glassy?
But it could have closed up. No.
Maybe it wasn't her. I'm like, yeah, because the lab guys are going to go into the Upside Down to plant a fake body, make it look like she's dead. They go through all that trouble, why not just give her back?
No, they
go through all the trouble to go into the Upside Down and try and plant her body and get out of there just to say she's dead? No way, I don't think they do that. They're going to risk like so many lives if they do that. She's dead. I would laugh if like 2 seasons in advance he comes back.
I was going to say, that's the same way you're saying in season 3, she's featured in a flashback episode of warning a girl in the high school, don't do that, bad things will happen. Clearly, bad things will happen. Next question.
Warning, this is a potentially leading question. What are your favorite and least favorite stores at the mall?
Favorite? Oh my god, Victoria's Secret is my least favorite.
I thought you were about to say favorite. I was like, oh.
It's my least favorite because it's like uncomfortable being in there. Like, you go, I'm not gonna even say who I go with, but like, I remember being there and they were like, you wanna come in? And I was like, nah, I'm good. And I would sit down and then all I would feel like a few people next to me, like outside of the store, you just see like 3 boys. I'm like, you too? He's like, yeah. They're like, yeah, man.
Who's the idiot that decides to put the GameStop right next to the Victoria's Secret? And there's like a bunch of kids going in and out like, Mommy, what's that? Nothing, sweetheart. Come on.
So would GameStop be your favorite store in the mall?
Hint.
I think I would say Auntie, what is it again? Auntie, I keep saying M's. I keep saying everything other than Ann's. Thank you. Auntie Ann's, because you know they have like this. I can get the free pretzels. Free pretzels. The free pretzels. Free pretzels. You know, the things that sit outside.
What kind of thing you going to?
The Waffle-licious bread. No, but what you would call it? They had the, you know, the free tray. I just come back once in a while, and I'll just, you know, I have like 12 of them already, and then they won't even know. I just look like every little black little boy in the world. Come back, slip my shirt around. I'm back. I don't know. Go back.
I gotta sit on my shoulders, wear like a hat and a trench coat.
You know you're setting yourself up to get a plate of waffles and pretzels.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
That's what we're doing.
Waffle-licious waffles.
Waffle-licious. I love it.
I hope someone brings waffles.
Lee, you have a question?
Don't ask for that.
Hi, I was wondering, what was your favorite episode of film and why?
Okay, it's hard to say because we don't film the episodes in order because it's very sporadic. Like, like I was just filming last night and it was a completely different episode from the one I filmed the day prior. Yeah. So it's just like, and we'll film stuff that happens like before, like big events, and we'll film like a big event in the series and then go to like before that happens. It's like, where are we? So I don't really know. So I'm gonna say my favorite one to I'm gonna say my favorite one to probably. I think my favorite episode, like in general, is probably. It's probably episode 8 of season 2.
Okay.
I would say the last 2 seasons, I would say 5 and 6. That's when we were at the junkyard. Those are pretty fun. Like late night shots. Those are super dope. It's past your bedtime, and then you're like, your parents are like, they want you to be in bed, but they're like, no, I'm working. I can't tell you what to do until you get home.
You gotta go to bed.
Yeah, you gotta go to bed.
Yeah, those night shoots are halfway awesome, halfway god awful.
Yeah, because it's freezing.
It's freezing. Like, we're filming in summer now.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. October through like May.
Because like halfway to October, the Atlanta summer that lasts 9 months comes to an end.
Yeah.
And then it immediately dips below freezing at night. And so those night shoots, I'm sure, was
Great.
pretty
Junkyard sucks. It's awesome at the same time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because the night shoots it goes like an adventure.
Yeah, it really
And then
is.
you're like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Question over here with you, Joe?
Hi, how are you all? Les Miserables is my favorite book, as well as my favorite Broadway. So now, Gaten, I think I saw you when you were in Virginia and singing in Norfolk.
Wait, in Norfolk?
Yes.
You saw me in Norfolk?
Yes, and so I was...
Wait, back in during the tour?
Yes,
That's
so it was and so we...
Are you sure it was me? Because they have alternates. That's how they do it. Because, with child labor laws, you're not allowed to do every show. No, seriously, why are you laughing at that? It was either me or Julian.
I'm going to remember it that it was you.
Okay.
That's why they were laughing.
It probably, if it was him, it was good.
It was great, so it must have been you. So, well, transitioning from, first I'd love to hear what you learned about yourself and transitioning from theater to film and what you enjoyed most about your work in theater, and then other characters that you learned most from within that piece.
Yeah, I think we can both answer this question, actually. Because
on Broadway too.
He's on Broadway as well. The transition from theater to film is a weird one. I actually it's literally like an actual transition. And going from film back into theater, no matter how small of a scale it is, I remember going back and filming season 1 and going to do my 8th grade play that took place in the cafeteria at my school. And then my teacher's like, project, Gaten! Talk louder! I'm like, okay. The transition is, it's weird because there's such different styles. But you see it changing almost. With Les Mis, it's different because Les Mis it's all singing. It's basically an opera. Les Mis. It's really. I loved it. It was the best experience of my life. I love theater. That's my passion. I know for a fact that's my passion is theater. But
with me, with theater and going to TV, theater, I was in Lion King on Broadway, so Simba, he had so much energy on stage. I had to play like a 6-year-old at the time, and I had to sing, dance, just jump around and all that, right? And then you get to project, like Gaten said, and then going to TV, you're just so spoiled because you go there and then you can mess up, do it again, and you have food right around the corner. And then you just pay for food. You don't. You really don't. And it's just so sad. Because you're so spoiled. And and then also I like about Broadway is that it challenges you a lot because performing almost every day having to memorize lines because it's repetitive sometimes because it's the same thing over and over. And then it gets numb to you, and sometimes you just start saying random stuff. So it just kind of helps, it works your brain out,
What I love about theater personally, like Caleb said, it always challenges you. But the thing about it, people say it gets boring after a while because of the repetition, and I completely disagree. I completely 100% disagree because the thing about it is, even though you're saying the same things, you can change. You can change it however you think. Without going too crazy. You can't.
Right.
All of a sudden.
But the energy of the audience feeds into your performance as well.
Definitely, of course. It's so cool. But the thing about it is it's performing every day in front of a crowd bigger than this.
Right.
Every day, and it's singing, it's choreographed, there's acting, it's everything that you have to do. You have to put it together for a live audience. And the hardest part about it is, especially nowadays, especially going to see like more, I guess we could say more popular shows. Like I just went to go see Hamilton.
Yeah.
I went to see Dear Evan Hansen and Angels in America, which
Right,
was,
yes.
I have to say, was so spectacular. Like the best thing I've seen on Broadway. I just wanted to throw that out there. But going to see it, they're kind of like, you get younger crowds going to see those shows. And I was surprised to say that with Angels, but I mean, Andrew Garfield was starring in it, so a lot of younger people were going to see it, and he was spectacular. But going to see it, there's a lot of people who don't understand theater etiquette, and there's a lot of people who, I'm literally going to see a show, and I have to turn around and I'm like, shh. Because I mean, it's hard when people think of it as if you're going to see a movie, because you have to treat it as if it were a movie, and you have to get it spot on every night, and it's just a challenge, it's amazing, it's a rush, there's adrenaline every time you do it, and there's no waiting, you're just going in it every day. So there's a schedule, but it's never repetitive, because you can change your character as much as you want, starting, because I did Les Mis for exactly a year, so like March 1st through March 1st,
Right.
like, if you saw, I wish I could have seen my opening night and my closing night, just so I could see how I changed the character to keep everything fresh and interesting. But yeah, I could talk to theater for hours, so I'll shut up. I know you guys probably don't make characters.
We'll see you on the Walk of Fame.
Right.
We'll have a theater there.
I'll just take the leap and assume that if you had the opportunity to go back to Broadway, you might take a gander at something.
Yes,
maybe
please.
just a little bit. Okay, cool. Lee, what's our next question?
You would